We've got a great forecast for everyone here. We're inside Yolks right now. Stephen's just busy making up some orange juice. We're going to find out why we're here in just a moment. Well, we are once again here at Yolks, where, of course, you know about their food truck, Jody and Riaz. We're going to make our way into the kitchen coming up next. Yeah, beautiful forecast. You might want to make your way here to Yolks for a little breakfast. By the way, they open at 8 o'clock. Stephen, what are you doing?
I'm prepping our truffle lemon potato skewers for the food truck today.
Oh, that sounds so good. Coming up in the next segment, Jody and Riaz, a little chicken and waffles. Here, obviously, is the waffle portion of the chicken and waffles. Yum, yum.
There it is, yeast risen waffles.
Oh, exactly, waffles. And all for a special, well, waffles and chicken. You know, we're here at Yolks, and of course, their food truck has been very popular, and the restaurant since December. Congratulations on all your success.
Thanks very much. It's been great.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things, I'll let you get the waffle going. Sure. One of the things that we're doing is we're promoting the Made in Strathcona tours, which is a chance for people to meet their neighbors, the business owners of Strathcona, right?
That's right. And this coming Saturday is the tour for food and arts. It's they had the manufacturing one last week, and it was great.
Awesome. Now you're making obviously your famous waffles. What makes your waffles so good?
I think that what makes it so special is that we actually do a yeast risen batter. So it's really develops a different kind of flavor rather than baking powder. So as you can see, it's kind of alive and bubbling.
Love it. Okay, and now we've also got the chicken portion of the waffles getting prepared, right?
That's right. Free-range organic chicken that we get from Windsor Meats here in Strathcona. And Josiah's just breading it up for us. We do a lighter breading, flour, egg whitewash, and panko breadcrumbs. But we brine the chicken overnight beforehand.
Oh, so that's the real secret.
That's
to keep
the secret.
It nice
and moist
juicy.
And lots of flavor.
So always, everyone that does breading at home always thinks, how do I get away from getting that big gumpy goop on my hands? And they always say, you know, one for wet, one for dry.
That's kind of works, but really you're going to get goopy. It's pretty hard not to.
So two people is the best if you want to avoid it.
Right.
Okay, why don't you grab the chicken, because we need to see what the chicken portion is looking right now. And of course, during one of our weathers, we went and got part of these potatoes ready. What did you do to prepare these potatoes?
So these were parboiled in water, and then with lots of salt in it. And then we put them in the fryer to get them nice and crispy. And that's some fresh lemon juice, some herb truffle oil, some kosher salt, and then some fresh green onions.
The waffle, we already know what the waffle.
That's our homemade chicken gravy.
That's the homemade chicken gravy. Let's see what one of the waffles looks like right here, paired with our potatoes. For more details, by the way, on the Made in Strathcona tour, Michelle, people can check out their website. I'm at Les Amis du Fromage. Of course, we are doing our Strathcona, Made in Strathcona tour this morning on breakfast television. Ooh, maybe we'll talk about the healing powers of cheese up next, making the perfect cheese plate. Stay with us. You're watching breakfast television. Yeah, where we're checking out some of the great businesses in Strathcona as we get ready for yet another edition of the Made in Strathcona tour. There's one happening this week, and we thought we'd make our way to you here, Allison, at Les Amis du Fromage. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Excellent. Well, how could you not be well? You've got some great cheese, and we're making the perfect cheese plate. I mean, of course, the entertaining season is coming up.
For sure. Yeah, I thought it would be nice to focus on some local cheeses, and we have some nice locally made salami as well. This is Nostrala, which is an organic cheese made up in Kootenay Meadows, up in Creston, BC. Lovely Creston. This is Baluchon, which is an organic cheese made in Quebec. It's actually just won the best cheese in Canada last month at the Cheese Awards.
Would that be kind of a mild flavor, or are we looking at very strong flavors here?
The Nostrala is a milder kind of alpine style, so nutty and really flavorful, but not very strong. The Baluchon is a little more kind of earthy, wash drying, so it has a bit more of a smelly. You don't notice the smell when you're in here because everything smells.
It smells good.
This one is called Tom Dore. It's all Jersey milk and also all organic, and that's from Moonstruck on Salt Spring Island. Really nice kind of rich flavor and really a little sharp edge at the finish. This is another cheese from Moonstruck actually called Bettis Blue. I thought we'd have that because I have some really beautiful honey made just down the street. Oh, sorry. Just made down the street at Avenir School. It's actually made right here in Strathcona, so I thought, well, what a nice compliment to the Bettis Blue, because honey and blue cheese go so nicely together.
Well, and if you're someone who is kind of leery about blue cheese, which sometimes I am, honey's a good way to cut it, right?
It is, and this one's really nice and mild and creamy. This is a little brie from Little Qualicum on Vancouver Island. And then last but not least, this is quince paste. And this is actually made from quince that our neighbors in Strathcona bring to us. And we do a little exchange with them. We give them cheese and they give us quince.
I love it. And they give great advice here at Les Amis du Fromage. And of course, if you want to check out the next Made in Strathcona tour happening this weekend, you can check out their website. Thank you very much. Cheesy good morning. We've got lots more coming up from Les Amis du Fromage on Breakfast Television, but we're going to take a little time out. I will have your weather forecast coming up after the break. Will this nice weather stick around? Those details up next. Stay with us. Let's talk olive oil. How long has that bottle been sitting in your kitchen? Did you know there's a shelf life? Plus the proper way to taste olive oil coming up next at Les Amis du Fromage as we preview Made in Strathcona. Stay with us. You're watching BT. Yeah, thanks very much. We've been giving you a little bit of an idea of the Made in Strathcona tour. There's a culinary version happening this weekend. More details on their website. But Allison, a lot of people have olive oil in their kitchen and they may not realize that there is a shelf life to it. I mean, I think I've got the same bottle there from several months.
Yeah, I think definitely once you open olive oil, it starts to deteriorate because more air is getting in contact with the oil. And also our kitchens can be warm. And so basically once you've opened it, you really want to use it up within, say, 4 to 6 months tops.
And check the bottles when you go and buy them wherever you're deciding to buy. This one is good until April 21st, it looks like, of 2015. So this one's got a pretty good little shelf life.
Great. Even if they're getting close, as long as you're using them relatively quickly. But if you don't use much olive oil, then you don't want to buy something that's outdated in a couple of months because you're not going to use it in time.
Exactly. Now there's a proper way to taste olive oil, much like you taste wine.
Yeah, well often I think people have bread and stuff, which is a little easier on your throat, to be honest. But really normally if you go to an olive oil tasting, you just taste it straight, sip a little bit. You can really get a lot of aromas and interesting kind of textural things from just tasting it on its own. It does tend to, if you try a few in a row, it burns the back of your throat a little bit. So you don't want to try too many.
But you can really distinguish what is great quality as far as olive oils. This one's a very nice one here. You have several good quality ones.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we try to carry some that are just a little bit different. So these ones at the back are all French olive oils, which are a little bit harder to find in Vancouver. And then this one that you just tried now is called Cabriz, and it's made at a winery in Portugal. So one of our wine rep in town that is a nice frequent customer brings that in for us. So it's really nice. It gives us a little exclusive. So.
And of course, you've got some great options for olives if people are putting those into their cheese tray or on them.
Yeah, it's great just to have a little variety on your plate. Sometimes people like grapes and fruit, but it's nice to have something savory, maybe if it's before dinner. So these are some French olives, and then this is a house blend we do.
Beautiful. Well, you can catch these olives and these beautiful olive oils at Les Amis du Fromage. And don't forget to check out the Made in Strathcona tour, the culinary edition happening this weekend. We're going to take a little break on Breakfast Television. What is the weather going to hold as far as the next weekend? We got those details coming up next. Stay with us. You're watching BT.